Meet Leo. He's your average guy with big dreams, a love for freedom, and a slightly unrealistic expectation that businesses run themselves. Leo had a dream, a small business of his own, something simple, something he could run with passion. He imagined freedom, money coming in while he slept, being the boss of his own time. Sounds perfect, right? Reality? Well, Leo opened a printing business, and suddenly, he was working 24/7. He did sales, printing, customer service, delivery, basically everything except breathing. He wasn't a business owner. He was a glorified office zombie inside his own shop. One day, staring at his shop like a man who just realized his coffee is decaf, Leo said, "If I stop working for one day, everything stops." Boom. That's when it hit him. He didn't own a business, he owned a job. And spoiler alert, most people are just like him. But here's the twist. 6 months later, Leo walks into his shop, and the business is running without him. No, he hasn't cloned himself. And also, he hasn't discovered time travel. He just learned something that changed everything. And here's the thing. You need to hear this, because what fixed his business can fix yours too. Hold on to that thought. We'll come back to Leo. But first, let's talk about why most businesses crash harder than a cheap skateboard. Why do so many businesses fail? Most people start one because they're good at something. They can cook, code, design, or bake. That's great if your goal is to be really good at working all the time. Skill doesn't build a business. Systems do. Michael Gerber, author of The E-Myth Revisited, said, "Most people don't run businesses. They run their skills." A barber opens a shop, and a tailor opens a boutique. But in reality, they don't build a business. They build a cage. A really fancy, stressful cage. If they stop working, the whole thing collapses faster than my willpower around a fresh pizza. Gerber says every business owner has three identities inside them. The first, the technician, the executor. This is the guy who do the things like cutting hair, coding, printing, baking, basically a professional hands-on human. The second, the manager, the organizer. This is the guy who tracks schedules, money, plans, and all the things you pretend to understand when Excel asks for formulas. The third, the entrepreneur, the visionary, the dreamer asking, "Where is this business going in 5 years?" while the technician is still arguing with a copy machine. Most people get stuck as the technician, and that's why their business can't survive without them. To have a business that works without you, you've got to grow into the manager and eventually the entrepreneur. Jeff Bezos said, "Build systems. Trust the systems. Let the systems run the business." Translation: don't be the human fire extinguisher. Ray Kroc, the man behind McDonald's, said, "You don't build a business. You build a system, and the system builds the business." Basically, even Ronald can leave, and the burgers still come out hot. Warren Buffett only invests in businesses that can run without the founder. Elon Musk says, if the company depends on you, well, good luck sleeping before the next SpaceX rocket launch. The richest people repeat one message. The owner should be replaceable. If everything stops when you leave, congratulations, you build a job, not a business. Now back to Leo. He wanted more customers, more money, more freedom. But he couldn't grow because he was not running the business. He was the business. He couldn't hire anyone. He couldn't train anyone. Why? Everything was trapped in his brain. His business was basically a memory palace with no doors. Most businesses die not because they're bad, but because they try to grow past what one human can handle. Think of it like juggling chainsaws while riding a unicycle blindfolded. In fact, think like a franchise. You might never plan a franchise, but build your business like McDonald's. Clear steps, predictable results, no humans required. Well, almost every business grows through 3 stages. The first, the owner is the business. This was Leo, overworked, doing everything alone. The second, adolescence, learning to let go. Hire, train, create instructions, write down systems. You'll want to do everything yourself, like a toddler refusing vegetables. The third, maturity. The business runs without you. Systems, managers, automation, freedom. You're basically the cool boss looking over your empire with a cup of coffee while your team actually does the work. Here are the 7 blueprints to a business that runs without you. Number 1, create systems for everything. Customer service, sales, operations, delivery, money, even your coffee order. If it's not written, it doesn't exist. Number 2, standard operating procedures or SOPs. Clear instructions so no one blames the intern when things go wrong. Number 3, delegate without fear. Stop thinking, I can do it faster. That's what got you into this mess. Start slow, delegate, and trust the system. Number 4, build a team, not helpers. Hire roles, not random warm bodies. Admin, sales, operations, everyone should follow the system, not you. Number 5, automate money systems. Invoices, payments, and payrolls. Make cash flow work while you binge watch your favorite show guilt-free. Number 6, build a strong brand. Trust, consistency, and identity. When people trust your brand, your presence is optional. Yes, even if you're on a beach sipping a margarita. Number 7, build a business that can be sold. Even if you never sell, treat it like it's valuable. Clear operations, trained team, predictable revenue. This guarantees independence and freedom. Now back to Leo. He followed the blueprint. Hired one assistant, then 2, then a manager. He wrote down the processes, trained people, automated payments, and delegated operations. 6 months later, Leo walks in and sees something magical. The business is running without him. Brand is growing. And for the first time ever, Leo felt freedom. He didn't build a job. He built a system. And the system built the business. Stop thinking like a worker. Start thinking like a designer. Build the structure, build the system, and design the future. Because a real business grows even when you're not there. If this helped you, subscribe to Finance Unwind and share this video with someone who's still trapped in their own business cage.